Maggie Harper sat alone in her sister's apartment, wondering how she'd gotten here. Her life, like the trip across the country to hide out here, was a big blur as of a couple of days ago. Or had all that horror only been yesterday? She wasn't certain. It didn't matter. She was grateful to be far, far away from it all. She inhaled deeply and let the air exit her lungs slowly. That didn't feel too bad, so she did it again and again until a vague sense of calm replaced the angst she'd brought with her. How had it all come to this? Well, she knew exactly the answer to that question, but the knowledge didn't seem to help much with where she was right now. Before her anxiety rose back up into the red zone, she did a few more breathing exercises, inhaling and exhaling until her heart rate calmed to a steady level. Mentally rehashing it all probably wouldn't help, but she couldn't seem to stop her mind from going back to the beginning yet again. It started with an unexpected phone call from up-and-coming television producer Kevin Gale, who was planning to do a reality TV show about renovations for some big-name stars in their vacation homes called Hollywood Home Makeover. Maggie hadn't initially been interested, but she was soon talked into doing the show as a favor for someone she barely knew in order to gain some publicity she probably didn't need. But no one turned down publicity in the upscale design business, be it in Hollywood or anywhere in California, especially if it didn't cost very much. Unfortunately, instead of being cheap publicity at the cost of only her time, it turned into a career-ending dumpster fire from one seemingly unavoidable mistake to another, making her well-established reputation utterly unrecognizable in only a few hours. Social media trolls really were the lowest form of life, in her personal opinion. The show hadn't even aired yet, but clips had been cobbled together for marketing and publicity. It was a highly anticipated show, if you asked Kevin. Foolishly, Maggie had signed the contract, although all the details hadn't been ironed out or explained completely. Kevin assured her everything would be all spelled out when the results from the focus groups came in. That should have been her first warning to run far away from this project, but she hadn't. She'd allowed herself to be talked into it because of another name attached to the project, a name that even now sent shivers down her spine in anticipation of what might have been, but that now was destroyed forever.